In the heart of Sindh, Pakistan, a young school teacher named Noreen, aged 26, found love beyond the boundaries set by her conservative family. She fell in love with Mansoor Ali, a man not chosen by her family but chosen by her heart. On September 2021, in a quiet defiance of tradition, Noreen and Mansoor secretly married, dreaming of a future together. However, the cultural expectations of her family, particularly the adherence to arranged marriages, made their union a source of contention. Noreen's family, prominently her father Muhammad Ali Mahar and her brother Mohsen Ali Mahar, did not hide their displeasure. The family's disdain for the marriage was palpable, rooted in a rigid honor code that often saw women's autonomy as a threat to a familial reputation. Despite the looming threats, the couple maintained their bond through phone calls, as their rukhsati had not yet taken place. As months passed, Noreen confided in Mansoor about the increasing threats to life from her own family. She lived in a constant state of fear, aware of the fatal consequences that could befall her due to her defiance. Her apprehensions turned into a horrifying reality. On May 15, 2023, after a regular day of telephonic contact with Mansoor, a grim silence followed. The next day, Mansoor received a shocking update from one of the Noreen's friends that Noreen had been shot at the temple with a pistol by her own family, and her death was quickly framed as a suicide. Fueled by grief and the quest for truth, Mansoor refused to accept the narrative spun by her family. He pressed charges and provided additional statements to the authorities. In his supplementary statement, Mansoor alleged that under the instigation of Muhammad Ali, Noreen's brother Mohsen, assisted by their uncle Ahsan Mahar, carried out the fatal shooting using a licensed pistol. The family, according to Mansoor, had not only orchestrated her murder but also attempted to erase all evidence by deleting critical messages from Noreen's phone, efforts that were eventually thwarted by forensic recoveries. The forensic analysis corroborated Mansoor's suspicions. The absence of blackening around the wound indicated that the gunshot was not self-inflicted, suggesting murder rather than suicide. Moreover, the recovery of the deleted messages provided a glimpse into the loving and affectionate relationship between Noreen and Mansoor, further disputing any motive for suicide. As the case unfolded in the court, the prosecution painted a grim picture of a murder disguised as a suicide, a heinous act driven by the so-called honor of the family. The defense, on the other hand, claimed that the accusations were false, aimed at extorting the family, and insisted that Noreen's death was a suicide due to marital issues with Mansoor, a claim starkly contradicted by the evidence. The court, faced with the narratives and the evidence, denied the pre-arrest bail to the accused family members, citing the severity of the charges, including murder under the pretext of honor and the manipulative efforts to cover up the crime. The judge emphasized the need for a thorough investigation, reflecting on the tragic misuse of cultural norms to justify acts of violence against women. Thus, the legal battle continued, set against the backdrop of societal challenges and the fight against the cultural practices that endanger lives under the guise of preserving honor. The case not only sought justice for Noreen, but also highlighted the broader issues of women's rights and the misuse of honor codes in Pakistani society.